Morning, everyone. So today we're going to be going through a quick presentation just about decomplicating device management. So sort of unpicking some of the things around device management and the benefits that it brings for your organization as well. So we're going to go through a quick agenda. So there we go. So I'm going to do a quick introduction on myself. Then we're going to go through what is device management, what are the benefits of using device management, how modern device management can transform device deployment, keeping your devices secure, safe and compliant, and how providing managed devices improves employee satisfaction and productivity, how academia can help, and then we'll go through any questions and answers. So please do use the Q&A built into Teams for any questions, and we'll go through them at the end. So firstly, a little bit about me. So technical solution specialist at academia with a focus on Apple and Jamf. Deployed MDM solutions all across Europe. So I've deployed various different solutions all across Europe. Used to do a lot more hands-on, but now just support with these conversations and what academia can do to support as well. So yeah, I've been doing that for nearly 10 years now as well, which is has flown by. So we're going to jump into what is mobile device management. So mobile device management is the administration of mobile devices such as smartphones, tablet computers, and laptops. Academia is a Jamf Gold partner, and Jamf is the #1 in Apple device management. And we're a Jamf Gold reseller and an MSP as well. So we've got a lot of experience. The benefits of having an MDM is making sure that your device is secure. So whatever role that you do, it doesn't matter whether you're a field engineer and you've got an iPad, if you're sitting at an office and you're just using an iMac, if you're traveling around all the time, you've got a MacBook, having a device that's managed, kind of managing the device is that first step to making sure you can secure that device as well. It also brings benefits like decreasing downtime and deployment time as well. So by being able to decrease the amount of time that your user can't use tools and productivity suites, then you can be more efficient. And removing and decreasing the deployment time, that's going to give you a benefit in making sure that you're getting these devices that are an investment, making sure that you're getting them into the hands of the people that need to use them, to make sure that you can use them naturally. That brings improved productivity and also cost saving as well. So by ensuring that the device is deployed quickly, efficiently, is up and running and working properly, then that's just going to give you some cost savings naturally. But also managing that device, you can track the age of the device, you can work out a suitable device replacement strategy, and you can keep track of all your devices. So how modern device management can transform device deployments. So zero touch deployment. So what we talk about zero touch is users being able to experience that out of the box experience with a new device, allow you to ship a device direct to an end user and it not have to come through IT, go through a setup process. Everything you need to get that device up and running can be had as soon as you start the device on, connect to the internet, and it will start pulling down some configurations. So it allows you to have that true out of the box experience, get the device on board and up and running as quick as possible. So when new starters join academia, they get a device and they get a side of A4 paper, and it's basically got 3 steps on it. Start the device up, connect to the internet, and go give yourself half an hour for your device to finish setting up, and then you can get online and start working. So it's really simple. And naturally, that allows employees a seamless experience, whether they're joining in the office, their first days in the office, or whether they are in a different country. They should have that very similar onboarding experience for their device. And then it gives organizations more flexibility as well. So you're able to deploy those devices to anywhere. And that doesn't matter if it's an iPad, MacBook, Mac Mini, whatever the device is, it allows you to give that flexibility to get the device in your end user's hands. Keeping your devices secure, safe and compliant. So as I said, the management of the device is that first step for enabling security. So before you want to push out any endpoint protection or anything like that, you need to have management of that device, being able to do things like remove admin rights to users that don't need admin rights, protecting themselves from doing things or installing things that aren't safe and aren't checked properly. It also gives you that consistent OS and version control of devices. So when you're looking after your fleet of devices, having that consistent version gives you a consistent experience across the board, instead of having different operating systems and varying different capabilities. You try and keep that all consistent. Also, having a mobile device management solution will keep you will give you increased visibility of your devices as well. So you can see who's got the device, when it was last online, and things like that as well. And also it can give you access to things like lost mode. So it's got remote commands, remote wipes, and things like that as well. So in terms of if you do lose a device, while it has security anyway, you actually also get some enhanced levels as well. And remotely you can clear passcodes and things like that. So if a fleet engineer, for example, has forgot their passcode on their iPad, you can issue a remote passcode, remove the passcode command. They can then get into the device to reset and set a new passcode. So again, it enables you to be more flexibility with those devices. Also, it opens up some security and integrations as well. So you can integrate into things like Intune and have compliance with Intune. So if you want to restrict access to organization applications, files, documents, you can do that with some of the integrations. So all of this adds up to providing a managed device, and it improves employee satisfaction and productivity. So using some of the self-service tools, it empowers end users to be able to do tasks themselves and not having to rely on phoning IT or waiting around for someone to come and help them. And also it removes them having to have admin rights, that you can build up a collection of applications that you will allow. They're safe, they're trusted, you've effectively deployed them, and then users can just go on there and select the applications that they want to install above and beyond what your corporate policy is. So again, reduces the need for IT intervention. So it just reduces the overhead for IT. So making sure that devices can get out there, can be used, and users can be empowered to make their own decisions, install their own applications without having to ask IT to do so. And it also opens up employee choice as well. So when you have a new starter, they have the option to have a Mac, a Windows machine, any device, and you can support them across the board. So it doesn't have to be just a Windows machine, doesn't have to be just an Apple machine. It opens up the options for your new starters. We're going to go over a customer story as well. So just basically a challenge. The customer wants to open up a new site, but didn't have any IT personnel at the site. So they were worried that they were going to deploy a small deployment, about 30 devices to a new site, and have 30 people there to support, but worried about how they would do that with the devices and with the IT infrastructure. So we helped the customer with this. We enrolled and managed the devices via Jamf, and then we also provided them with a support contract as well. So we could get them up and running. All the devices were built the same, and then we built upon that and we supported them throughout that journey as well. So we built up that self-service portal, and we enabled those users to be able to do some things themselves. So it gave them a lot more flexibility, but really it allowed them to be able to confidently open up a new site, not have to employ anyone from IT or have any additional employees looking after those devices, and have confidence that that site would work. And we supported them with that deployment, and it worked really well. And actually now we're talking to them about looking at their main HQ and about the benefits that using Jamf will bring to them as well. So again, given all those benefits that we covered, consistent OS, being able to update devices, being able to update applications, all of the benefits that they've seen, they're now looking at their HQ with that as well. And how academia can help with all of this. So we can help you with source and supply. We've also got cyber services that we have in-house as well. And then we've got our managed services, professional services. So we've got a whole host of engineers on Microsoft, Windows, Jamf, Apple. We've got a lot of engineers and expertise. We've also got connectivity services. So we've got Academia Mobile. We're also an ISP as well. So we can help you a lot with getting those devices connected. And then also an important one is lifecycle services as well. So when a device is getting to the end of its life, or if you have a device replacement strategy in place, then ensuring that when that device is due to replace, instead of just throwing it away, instead of disposing of it, if there's some residual value in that, making sure that you're able to recycle it. You get all your certificates for reuse, for data erasure, but also you can importantly get some value out of that machine as well. So it gives you another option to look at and give you some value back for old devices that may have gone past its life with yourselves, but to someone else could be still usable for a few years. And we also have a lot of creative services in-house, so audio production, video production, things like that as well. We can help a lot with that. So the additional services, so bonded warehouse and storage. So if you want to purchase a bulk of devices and do some of that direct to employee, direct to end user deployment, academia actually is able to hold that stock and then forward it to that employee when they start. So you don't have to have anywhere to hold those devices. We can also help with the device pre-provisioning. So we can actually pre-provision that device as well. And if you were moving office, for example, and you wanted new devices, we can also offer deploy to desk. So we'll come in, put the machines on the desks, take away all the boxes, get them all connected and everything. So yeah, removes that headache of having to deal with all of those boxes, getting the machines out there, gives you some hands-on. We also have on-site engineers, asset disposal, asset management, asset recycling, and also financing and leasing options as well. So again, you could be a bit more flexible on how you purchase those devices and what you do with those. So that's a lot more than what Academy can offer. And then we're just going to firstly say thank you. It's a quick sort of brief overview of decomplicating what device management is and some of the benefits it will bring for both management and security.